Francis, when you think of somebody that is 6'9", 202 pounds, built like an NBA player, 17 years old, you'd think that high school team had a secret weapon, right?
I think I live in America and I see it quite a lot. More often than you think.
Right, so you get used to these things, but what happens when that person is actually 30 years old?
I don't know.
And he's not your teacher, he's not the janitor.
This is a Freddie Adu effect.
So, oh my God, I love this story. Jonathan Nicola is that 6'9", 202-pound man. We have some video for you here you can check out. There is one problem though. He's posing as a 17-year-old high school student. Check out his tape. It's pretty good. Year-old man, but there's a couple that they show you where he's taking shots and you're like, oh, you have to do a double take. And also on the court, how are like multiple people being like, that's not a 17-year-old kid. That's not a 20-year-old kid. It reminds me of immediately, have you ever seen the movie The Benchwarmers?
No.
It's a baseball movie, but they have like one of the Cuban or Dominican guys they bring in as a ringer. Yeah. He says like, here's my birth certificate, and it's just in crayon, I am 13.
Yeah. It reminds me of like growing up in the UK, watching your American teen movies where every high schooler does look like a 30-year-old. And I'm like, these kids, what age are they supposed to play? But again, the reason why that is when you look at like Kobe Bryant's high school tapes and you look at LeBron James.
He doesn't look 30.
He doesn't look 30. Kobe Bryant has not aged. I think he's a vampire. Look at his exact facial features when he was in high school.
He's got Pharrell disease.
He looks very young still. So that kind of, and LeBron James did not look like a high school guy. There's no way. You're more like kind of accustomed to it because you see that kind of crazy athletic stature.
I feel like you can see the difference. Like you're like, wow, it looks like a young Kobe. I mean, he looks like Kobe, but just younger.
But that's because you know Kobe.
LeBron looked like he was young. If you looked at from how much Rogaine-esque LeBron you've watched so far in the NBA playoffs in 2 years, like you go back and you look at his high school tapes and you'd be like, okay, he obviously doesn't look that old now. He also had hair, which is a big difference. By the way, it gets even worse for Jonathan Nicola, because he had been living with the Comets head coach, that's the high school team, in a Canadian Homestay program, but he was recently arrested for violating the Immigration Refugee Protection Act. It's not clear what exactly he's being accused of, but he is being detained and will have a hearing next week. But how's he going to play in the game? Sudan.
Oh, well, okay, so good point to be made here, by the way. This is, and there's a bunch of different examples of this. When you have, specifically world football, a lot of people used to come in from maybe Africa, wherever they'd come from, and they wouldn't have the official papers to showcase like what age they were. So a lot of times, specifically in Italian football, they'd be like, I'm 18. Like,
there's the same. This happens. There's a whole 30 for 30 on. Who was the Little League pitcher? Fernando? No. Danny Almonte? Yeah. Danny Almonte. Little League pitcher who was like 7 years older than he was claiming to be. This happens. It's just, to me, this disparity is huge.
Yeah, when you see that guy's face, it's huge. He's definitely overage, but he's going to make that team great. They're huge. But, and it happened with Obafemi Martins as well. A guy that played it. And me and my dad used to sit and look at pictures, and I'm like, I was 17, and I was like, there's no way that guy's 17. He looks so old. But anyway, I also look like a 12-year-old.
Real quick, there was always the one person you knew in college, like one of my friends in school named Mike, who was like, he was 19. He kind of looked like he was 35.
Yes.
Like, there's always the one guy with the full beard at 13 years old, and you're like, hold on, what's going on
and there's the opposite effect. How many comment sections are like, how are these two 12-year-olds working on the channel?
I mean, we have yet to have proof of your documentation.
I cannot grow a beard. I have yet to hit puberty.
No, you have a neck beard.
I have a chin strap.
Grow.
It's a landing strip.
That's not what you think it is. Okay, comment below on Jonathan Nicola, the 6'9", 202-pound, 30-year-old, 17-year-old. 30-year-old, 17-year-old, sophomore, whatever he is. Like, favorite, subscribe. See you.